Welcome everybody to our afternoon driving session. So this is the practical driving session that we're doing this afternoon. And I introduced Jessica earlier, but I'm going to reintroduce her for those that are watching this on film. And if you are watching this on film, I highly advise that you go to the theory session that's on the same day and watch that session first, because this will be an add-on to that. So Jessica, as we learned earlier, is Jessica Meredith. She's an international driver and a level 1 driving coach. She coaches drivers of all levels and has extensive experience competing internationally in Europe and in the UK. She's also been an Australian team coach for the Horse World Singles and done a lot of sports governance in her life. I'm going to tell you a bit about the horses that they're on. So, what's Kirsten's surname? Vedison? So this is Kirsten Vedison, driving our grey horse. And Kirsten runs a business called Kursco Film Animals and trains literally everything from ants to elephants. Her favorite animals to train are big cats, bears, and horses. Kirsten's also a stunt actor. A combination of stunt work and horses, Kirsten's passion also combined driving, which makes the two a great team. So she's driving today Zed, who's a Shepherd's Hill horse. I know that Jessica mentioned Shepherd's Hill earlier today. They're a breeder of sort of an all-arounder horse down in Victoria. And he does the film work as well as the driving. And does he have any films or stunts to his name that we would know of?
Mainly television commercials, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at him, he's a pro.
I'm a terrible mother. I never remember all the big names that he's worked with and the movies and whatever, sorry.
And Jessica, I'm just pulling up the information. I'm sorry, I'm a bit disorganized here today. So this is Carlisle Sunday Best that Jessica's driving, which is a 12-year-old Welsh A standing at 11.1 hands. This horse also has a very big alternate career in being the beloved Pony Club mount for Jessica's 7-year-old son. But don't let that fool you. She has won 3 national titles as a wheeler of a pony in a 4-hand team. The wheelers are the back 2, yeah? And numerous single state titles, including the New South Wales Intermediate State Championships in 2023. She has brought many junior drivers through the ranks and is a formidable pony in all 3 phases. So we're very lucky to have both of them here today. And I'm going to hand you over to Jess now. Oh, you don't want the mic?
No, I don't want the mic. I can talk. Can you all hear me? Good. Mike's as well. No, he's got me mic'd. So, welcome to the ones that weren't at the theory. We're just going to do a demonstration of the obstacle and a couple of little cones. We've drawn out 2 lucky people that were in the morning session. So, and we've just had a little go through with them to give them an idea. So we're going to have a little run through. As you can see, everything's marked red on your right, white on your left, A to F with the obstacles, and then we've got cones 1 to 4. We'll do the cones first and then the obstacle. And then we've already walked our route as a couple. And discuss where we're going to go and things like that. The 2 of us have even run it, haven't we? We did run. We actually ran, so we can get our minds a little quicker with that one. So, do you want to have so you're in?
Sure.
So Kirsten is going to do the cones first, and then she's going to go for a run through with the obstacle.
Yes.
With that one. So just have a look, see what route she's going with that one. So off you go.
And if anyone's got any suggestions on what route I could take to get a better time the next time I go around, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah,
right. Walk on.
Can we all just appreciate that these people were drawn about 3 hours ago, and look at how matchy-matchy everybody is, huh?
Behind us.
They
Why did you not have that? I have a pair. Done.
Do you want to?
Trot. Trot. Go Z.
So 1, round for 2, then up the channel
Trot.
and out, then left into 3, hard left into 4, and around and finish.
Oh, missed 4 on
She's
this.
missed 4, that's fine, she's got it. She's got it, well done.
That's okay. Yep.
Good girl. Oh, we're finishing that way. We'll go that way, so we'll stay the same. Well done.
Straight into the obstacle.
Yep.
And yes, I know I missed 4 the first time around, sorry.
Anna.
Canter. Good boy.
So she's going through A, and then she's coming back
Where's C?
through B,
Trot.
and then she's going down. She's going to come around the other way to C,
Trot.
and then she's coming back around, staying on the circle into D,
D. Trot.
straight up
Well
into
done.
E,
Yes.
and then left.
It's hard not to though, isn't it? Canter. Hup, hup.
Well done. Great. Look at that back stepping. Walk on. Well done. Right. So,
Walk up.
Is everyone familiar with the route or where A, B, C, D, E, and F are? Yes. Do you already do where A, B, C? So I understood that they show where the gates are open. So this is A, so you must come this one first. Okay. And then this is D, so we can't go through this, but see how there's a white E ready, so you have to skip this one. There's no leg up here, so this is an open gate. This is B this way. Okay. Then this is F. F just there, there's an opening just here. Yes? This is C, round here. D is here. Sorry, yes. Sorry. E is here, and then second height. F is here. So we need to go in that order, but how you get to each one, or how tight you go, or fast you go, is up to the driver. Yes, so the yellow cones at the top, so that's the start, and the difference is here.
right, lock that on. Are we right to go?
Go ahead and all time keep.
Yeah?
Oh, no, not yet.
So do I start? Oh no, she's not through.
Not yet.
So if you can say when she's started and she's finished.
Yeah.
Just want to
Yeah?
keep
Oh,
going.
it is. It's
When you're ready, Jess.
Oh, right.
Yeah, no pressure.
Okay, start. Start.
Yep.
Oh,
So she's just going to go straight into the. Oh no, she's going.
ready? Okay.
Wait, is
Now
that?
she's starting.
Oh no.
So now she's
Good girl.
going to do the cones first. 1, 2. You can see Jody's having to work a little bit harder on the back. It's route, so she had a bit more speed. Now, when you don't have legs, so that's the use of grid, is the aid to keep something off.
Good girl. Good girl.
So that's the end of the cones.
I don't have a time because
That's
I didn't.
The next round with the obstacle, if you watch my feet, I've got foot brake and the turntable brake. So the turntable is going to stop it from sliding. So see, just watch where I use it within the obstacle then. Right, ready, walk on.
But does that
Are we
slide
ready to
happen
go?
from speed?
speaking, but also because it's on
Just
loose surf.
repeat the question.
The broadsiding down the bottom at the finish line happened just, even though she will use the turntable brake, there is obviously this surface, there's going to be a certain amount of broadsiding purely that. Basically, the turntable basically locks your hands of brake and doesn't allow the swinging down. Because it's a four-wheeler, it can actually do it almost in 180-degree turn on itself.
We're in.
And she's starting A, and now she'll come around into hard right, hard left and B, straight through C, right, into D, straight across to E, hard left, second gate, or no, first gate, F, and then short out.
So it's quite a different sport, isn't it? With a
Is the time based on the horse's nose hitting the cones or the carriage? Like when do you start and stop time?
Start and stop is on the nose.
Start and stop is on the nose or the carriage? Start and stop is on the nose of the horse?
Yes, all on the nose. It's same with the dressage. All movements are done by the nose unless stated otherwise.
And my next question is, like, why wouldn't you go for gold to make up time going that way?
To which way?
Because
Sorry.
like, this is all really tight, and you're at the same tempo,
Yes.
finishing the line.
I'm.
Oh, right. If you were in a competition, you would be. Well, I'm just thinking, like, if you're going, I don't know if that's an optimal time thing or
So
if that's.
we'll have another go. Yes.
Right.
So.
I was wondering more if that was an optimal time thing where just like if you see the difference, just is very fast and those are tight lines she did. So I'm wondering if she's gauging where she needs to be so she's not running out the last line quickly, or if she's, as was the case, saving the horse in the back stepper. Yeah.
Thank you. So once a gate or a letter, once you've gone, the question is what happens if you go through the letter once you've done it. Once you've opened the gate, it's open. So you can go in any, so you can come back through, you go A, B, C, back through A to get to D. So once you've opened the gate, it's now open with it. No. That is not the same. Not the same with the cones. You can't do that with cones. Yeah.
Just come up a bit close, so then you. Oh, they scare me. You can hear yourself. If you want to come up and go, you can see all the parts of the carriage and the harness if you'd like, but we've got, you can see the slight difference in carriages with the size and everything like this one. This one's got, in the front here, it's got all your delayed steering. Does anyone know what delayed steering is? No? So delayed steering is, so when you turn a corner, usually if you don't have delayed steering, your back wheels will cut in off the front track. So when you're going around a post, you might be driving up the front, but the back will cut in, where the delayed steering makes the back wheels follow the front. So that's all the mechanics up there in the front. that make sure. So lots of carriages do have them now. That helps with, yes, driving your obstacles, and especially your cones is another thing, because it means that as soon as I go through that set of cones, I can be turning and the back wheels are still kind of coming through with that one. These ones, the wheels are at a camber with that one, where Kirsten's are straight with that one. You've got front and back brakes on hers. We've just got back brakes. Back brakes are main, it's like riding a bike. Safer to use your back brakes, don't use your front brakes because it tips. You can, the front brakes are more for something like that if you want to pause the carriage going through an obstacle and then release it. It's like a second on, off to actually station it while you move the horse across with that one. So with the front brakes. Seats are all different. They're adjustable depending on, so we've got hip above knee and down because we put all our support through here and then into our ankles. So then we can have this all mobile and that we can actually move completely. And this is why the seats are lower. So I can completely move my elbows, everything like that. So yeah, the position is perfect with that one. So we just adjust. Harness, so she's got like a empathy collar. Do you want to? So that's like an empathy collar, what I was talking about this morning, that's designed more for like a low windpipe horse, or sometimes just gives a little bit more freedom in the shoulder. You've got to make sure that the point of the shoulder is free with that one. And then you've got the traces. This is what attaches and everything's got quick releases. So if anything, somebody asked about accidents this morning, everything's quick release. They're yachting quick releases. So there's usually only like 3 points you can actually just pull and the horse is free out of the carriage with that one. And then we've got britching. Now these are your brakes. So before carriages had brakes, that was your brake. So then, and you have it in the angle, so it actually, the horse in the meaty bit, so when they're going down, they can hold the carriage with that one. So if my brakes fail, they come into use with that one. You've got your crupper, your saddle with that one, and then the bridle. This little bit that she's wearing is like a little butterfly with a mullen mouth. Everyone knows what a mullen mouth is. Encourages forwardness, contact. It's a nice one for like obstacles and things like that. Uncomplicated with that one. Now with these shafts, you point the shafts out, these ones, I've got extendable shafts, so they actually move even more with the tighter turns. Kirsten's are fixed with the loop, we call like a loop, with that. So there's variations on everything. For the dressage, I would have different ones. They're called swan neck, so they're more of a traditional shaft.
Which is, you
But
can
these
see.
are my marathon shafts.
You can
I
see
would
there.
put on.
What is the difference in performance between them? Like between the swan neck shaft and the marathon
Well,
shaft?
tradition, and the other ones they are solid. Okay, with that one, they're still independent. So these move up and down anyway. So they're independent, but this is the new style with having more movement because the sport is getting faster and more technical. These are the new things that are coming in. Now, sorry, yes?
Would those two horses compete against each other if it was a competition?
No.
So the question was, would the two horses, the pony and the horse, compete against each other?
So Kirsten would be in the single horse and I would be in the single pony class. Yes. So they'll go back to the high classes with that one. So, and it's with that one.
And then you go up the levels, like
Up the levels, yes. So you,
to the
yes, the pathways with E8, so they've got new pathways as well. So with that one.
I'm just going to repeat the question for the video. So the question was, do they then, between their individual classes, go up, progress within those classes? The answer is yes, they have their own pathway as this side's pony and that side's horse.
Yes.
What's the tire? Both of them have a smaller rear tire.
Oh, so Kirsten's got more of a flat. Is that what you're meaning? A tire or the
tire to the rear to the front?
Smaller wheels at the back.
the wheels?
Like wheels.
The wheel. No, you're right. You're right.
It's very uphill.
That's for the stability. So Beddington, this brand, do those. Is they're smaller. So the dimension is just slightly smaller, and the angle and everything for the camber to keep it a lot more safer on the ground. It's just a little bit different technology compared. So that's the variation, price range, everything.
Look at her face. She's like, yes,
But as I say to everyone, we don't start here. So yes, we all start somewhere, and yes, so there are variations.
Yeah, these tires are rounded and narrower, and those are flat and squared on the edges.
Yes. So it's just a completely different design for what they want. Some people have pneumatic tires, so it's easier for the sand and things like that as off-terrain, kind of more pleasure side. Yes, with that one. So, Russ, is there any other questions? No. Yeah. I think there's only.
That the question that said was, are most competitions on sand?
No. So they're mainly all on grass. I think there's only one or two that are on sand. No. So I've just kindly worked within your arena. So this is very small for what we work in. So the main arena would be an 80 by 40, but your cones course would even be larger than this whole, arena. Because you've got from this size to 4 horses with that. But the indoor events that you see on the TV are, to be fair, similar, probably a bit bigger than this. And it is incredible how they navigate that in such a small place. Oh, the reins, are they leather or synthetic? Either. These ones are synthetic. The good ones I have are leather, but for the marathon and things, I like these ones. There's the pimple ones. There's about 5 different types of reins, depending on what you prefer with that one.
They're quite wide for what we use, aren't they?
Yes.
Like, that's a decent rein.
It is a decent rein. I used to have little webbing ones that were tiny for my little hand when I was very young. So it's just finding out what works for you with that one. So yes.
What do you do if you accidentally drop the reins?
If you drop the reins, you kindly ask them to come back to a walk and a halt. Politely.
I was actually wondering if you can sort of discuss the different ways you use your leg pegs.
Oh, that's a very good question, because this is your leg. So we use it exactly the same as you guys, that we position it in certain places depending where the leg is. So they know exactly what we're asking. So we would generally, this is would be using it on the rib cage, shoulder if needed. I'm a person that will as well use it on the rump as that's my forwardness for that, so then she knows, or a good crack. But yes, you place this where your leg is going to be.
A team driver. Do you want to say the whip for them is is it
Oh,
longer?
yes, and they come in different lengths.
Different lengths.
Depending on, so Kirsten's got a completely longer one. And the lash, so the lash equally, it rotates all on the wrist. It is around and anti-clockwise. Yes, and around, it's all in the wrist.
It's not a wallet.
Rain
it's a-
hat,
In a circular
yes, yes, yes. Because if you're like this, you're naturally giving the rain away, aren't you?
Losing contact.
So where you're having it here, you're rotating. So yes, it's all in the wrist. It's like rein handling. There's so many different ways to hold your reins. So traditionally, like originally I was, I was coached, I was taught, Archenbach. So it's the traditional German way of holding, and it's all one-handed. So that's how I learnt to drive. So it actually gives a single feeling and keeps the contact consistent. Then you've got like two-handed Archenbach with that one that traditionally would have been used for marathons and things like that. That was a little bit faster. Now the sport's gone, so that's too slow. So some people will hold their reins like so, riding style, like that. So there's all different, there's coachman style as well. So there's so many different varieties. As I say, it doesn't matter what it is as long as it's safe and comfortable. That's the two main things. So there's no right or wrong, but there's variations with that. And we do one-handed within the dressage and things like that. So it's working out how to hold your reins for that. Any?
Bridgerton season.
Are you a Bridgerton fan? Sorry, that's being recorded as well. Any other questions? Where's this carriage made? So this is British. And it's actually got, it still has the late Prince Philip stamp for him. So this one's British. Kirsten's is made in Poland, so it's a Polish variety with that one. Then there's the Van der Hoevels, so that's like the carriages that Boyd has. So you've kind of got Van der Heuvel, Bennington are the two top ones, but Van der Heuvel mainly does the horse pairs, the horse four and hands. Bennington mainly specialise in the singles and pairs. And they both do the marathon and a presentation carriage as well.
Which you saw this morning on the screen, those two.
Do you have different carriages for the different?
Yes. You don't. So you've got different carriages for different. So you've got for your dressage and your cones, a presentation carriage. So that's the ancient, very traditional carriage. And then for the marathon, you would have something like this. But within Australia, usually 90% of people would just have one carriage. And so this type of carriage here, or this one, can be a three-phase. So because we have to... Yes. And so with this, we have the different wheel widths between dressage and cones to your marathon. So the marathon set 125 centimetres, where with the cones, it's 138, what we're talking. So actually, the back axle comes out. So then it can be that three-phase carriage.
In the top level dressage phase, what are the required movements other than your typical circles? Is there leg yield?
Yes.
Pass?
So there's the shoulder in. So it's for four in hand, because that's your elite guys. So the extras would be the shoulder in, because that's done by the leaders, not the wheelers. So it's a separate with that one. And then with the singles, it's canter. So the canters come in. So we do a lot of extended and collection canter And then you've mainly got all the different types of paces as well. But it's more the figurations, it kind of, yes, serpentines, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So we do the leg yield in the open. So we do leg yielding in the single and the canter, medium trot, extended trot, collection, 2 types of walk, halt, rein back, one-handed, collection, extension, one-handed. Sorry? Don't remind that to FBI, please. Because they were talking about the pairs starting to canter, but we're a bit with that one. So, yes. Is that any other questions? Brilliant. Okay. Well, beg your pardon? We'll go once more, and then we'll leave you guys to the afternoon. So, we'll swap.
Nice.
Yes. Well done. Thank you. Well done. Can you guys just give these guys a hand because they've done so well. So it's just like with the test and everything, she's doing all the asking before actually everything happens. She hasn't. She's warming up.
If we can go through the numbers with you.
There's a hot zone in to a certain thing, and then you tell it to change the line.
Well, she's waiting, yes. Sits and waits. And the really nice thing about, a horse doing a obstacle or cones is they're going forward. It makes life a lot easier than trying to anticipate you. And she's locking it up. Well done. So she's using the turntable brake there so it wasn't sliding out. And she's got number 4, so it's even better. Well done. And so you can see Anna on the back in different positions as well. So she might actually, instead of leaning, facing forward, she's facing to the side. A into B, forward, and she's got it, good, C. And it's just like what my pony club instructor used to say for jumping, looking ahead to your next jump. It's looking forward to the next gate, and the faster you go, the quicker you've got to be ahead of the horse. So we say, between 5 and 10 metres ahead of your horse, you've got to be looking to prepare for everything. Well done. She's good.
You notice with these carriages, they've got good kind of bull bars all the way through. So if we do hit a bollard, the horse is well protected. So we don't hit the horse, it hits all the steel around the horse.
And we try and stay like that far away from a post. So there's quite a lot of marks on my carriage. That's really good because we want to skim off and that everything is designed to run off a rail, a post or anything like that. So the closer we are, the better. It's like, does anyone do go-karting, golf? You read your lines, read your race lines, everything like that. It's exactly the same. Formula One, yes. So, ready?
Can I get someone just to record it on my phone? That's just there. Oh, amazing, thank you.
Ready, and trot on.
There's some music.
So here she goes. She'll probably have a bit of a warm-up before she goes through the start line, which is the 2 yellow cones
I'm
at
actually going to go.
A.
Oh, not too much for the cones.
Okay.
Up, ready, up.
Oh no, it looks like she's going to go straight for it. No, she's warming up. So technically you shouldn't go through the start. Oh, here she goes. Oh, she's got a flying start. Off she goes down to cone number 1. A very tight U-turn into cone number 2. Goes Sunday. And here she comes up, setting herself up for number 3. Oh, very tight turn into number 3. Woo! She nearly knocked the ball. There she goes, number 4. Lining herself up for the finish line, which is those 2 yellow cones. Well done.
And
Thank you. Oh my God, Meredith sisters, give them a hand, you guys. That was awesome. And I love how well they work together. You can see that the Meredith sisters, the 3 of them.
up into B, down for C.
Straight through C.
Okay, so she's just checking her back stepper knows where all the letters are and which way they're going to go through. Here she goes through the start line, up for A. Very tight turn into B. Through C, round to the right. Oh, she's missed that big cone. Very tight turn to the right. Lining herself up for E.
Second gate, second gate, second gate.
Through F. And she'll go flying down to the finish line. Woohoo! Well done, Jess. Well done, Anna. Well done, Sunday.
Oh, good girl, good girl.
You could watch it all day. This is like the dress all, huh? It's like shut down and come in and we're like,
So hopefully you enjoyed all that. I certainly did. And thank you so much for giving your time to listen to, and thank you for giving up your time to come and watch us, and hopefully I've inspired somebody, anything to do with driving, coaching, officiating, backstep, a driver, anything like that.
It also, we have fun on the backs as well. So I promise it is fun on the back step.
So thank you very much. Thank you to the New South Wales Coaching Committee and to New South Wales, very much appreciated. And we hope to see you all around sometime. Thank you.